Forward.
Okay. Yes. Good evening, everybody. Like I think most of the people joined by now. Okay. Yes. Welcome to today's Python class. Let us start or let us continue from yesterday's program. Okay. Okay. Yes. In yesterday's class, we have discussed in the last program we have discussed was like to print prime numbers up to n, right? So I hope everyone has understood that, and even everyone has tried to execute that program. Okay, so is everyone okay with that program, or like we were having little problem with that program, or you want me to explain that program again? Okay. See, I will open that program in here. Okay, so this was the program. This was the yesterday's program. Okay, is my screen visible to everybody right now? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yes. So I will take this screen is visible, and this was the yesterday's program. Okay. I hope everyone has understood and everyone has tried this program of printing prime numbers. Okay. So just let us go with today's class. Okay. In today's class, we will be seeing more examples so that you might understand everything about for loop, while loop. Okay. How to use different types of variables, using different types of lists, etc. Okay, so now let us see how to write a program to know the factorial. Okay, so how to know a factorial of a number. Okay, so in mathematics, I hope you all know what is factorial. Like if you want to know the factorial of 4, okay, so we will normally write it as like this, 4 factorial. Okay, and how do we calculate the factorial? We calculate the factorial as, so we start from 1. Okay, so we normally calculate 1 into 2 into 3 and into 4. We go up to 4. Okay, whenever you want the factorial of 4, you start from 1 and you multiply each number until 4. Okay, so when you multiply 1 with 2, we will get 2, 2 with 3, we will get 6, and 6 with 4, we will get 24. So what will be the factorial of 4? The factorial of 4 will be 24. Okay, similarly, what will be the factorial of 3? The factorial of 3 will be 6, right? Okay, similarly, what will be the factorial of 5? Okay, the factorial of 5 will be 120. Okay, so now we are going to write a program like this. Okay, program where we will take a number from the user. Okay, so we will take a number from the user and give the output as whatever its factorial is. Like if the user is entering 4, we should get the output as 24. Okay, so that is what factorial is. Okay, I hope this what factorial is clear for everybody. Okay, now let us go to the compiler. Okay. So first I want a number. Okay, so I will be taking a variable called as number. Okay, so just let us take a variable called as number, and then I want this number from the user. So what I will do, I will take this a number. Okay, so I will use this function called as input function. Okay, I hope by now you all are familiar with this. What is input function? Why do we use input function? We use input function to get data from the user. Okay, so here I will say enter a number. Okay, as the user enters, this input function will take that number, and this integer function will convert it into integer. Then that it will be stored in this number. Okay, so now we have to calculate the factorial. Okay, so before going back, let me also write the name of this program. What is the name of the program? Program to calculate factorial of a number. Okay, so when I write like this, can I write like this in a program? Or if I write like this, like if I write any random text, if I write the name of my file in this program, will the compiler will give me error, or will the compiler will it will neglect this? Okay, so normally if you write anything, there should be some meaning for it, right? So what it will do, the compiler will say this, I cannot understand this, what have you written? So what it will give, it will say that it will give you an error that this is something undefined, it will say. Okay, so just you want the compiler, if you want the compiler to neglect my first line. Why? Because I am just providing the name of this program. So you have to write it as a comment. Okay, so how do we write comments in Python? So if you want to write comments in Python, you can write a single line comment by placing a hash in the program. Okay, yes, B Lahari, very good. We are using hash. Okay, when we use hash, this is called as commenting. Okay, so before going further, let us also make a note of it. Okay, comments in Python. Okay, what happens whenever we mention a comment? The compiler neglects the comments. Okay, how do we write comment? We use a hash, then write some random comment. This is a comment like. Okay, so this is how we write comments in Python. Okay, so now onwards, whenever you are going to write any program, you should write the name of that. You should begin with the name of the program. Like if you keep on writing programs and don't have any name, like you will be confusing. Like you will be confused which program is this, what this is about. Okay, so just if you write the name of that program, then it will be clear that this program is for addition, this program is for factorial. Okay, this program is for prime number program. That's why this commenting is very helpful. Okay, so now let us come back to our program, which is a program to find the factorial of a number. Okay, so now since I have to find the factorial from 1. Okay, so I will be using for loop. Okay, for I in range. Okay, I hope you all remember for loop. Okay, we have been using for loop yesterday and even day before yesterday's class. Okay, so now like I said here, where do we, from where do we have to start? We have to start with 1. Okay, so I will be giving the initial value as 1, and where do we have to end? We have to go with till 4. Okay, if you have the question as 4, we have to go with 4. If you have the question as 5, we have to go till 5. If you have the question as 6, we have to go with till 6. Okay, now where is the question stored? The question is stored in this variable called as number. Okay, so here we can write number. Okay, when we write number, it will go till number. Okay, will it go till number? No, it will go 1 digit lesser than number. So we want it to go till number. So what it will do, we will just increment it by 1. Okay, so then just write a colon. This means that for loop is starting from here. So now what do we have to do? We have to multiply. Okay, so what we have to multiply number. Okay, we have to multiply I, okay, with a number. What do we want to multiply? Then we also have to store the result, right? So if you want to store the result, okay, you will require a variable. Okay, where will you store the result? Like if you multiply 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, you will get 24. Okay, where are we going to store the result? So we need a variable, right? So we will declare one more variable. We will keep the name of that variable as result, and we will keep some initial value as 1 in that. Okay, so that multiplication is easy. So then what I will do is I will multiply. Okay, just focus here, because this is the most important logic. What I am doing is I am multiplying result with I. Okay, so I am multiplying result with I. Okay, and then I am storing it. Okay, I am storing it in result again. Okay, I am multiplying result with I, and again I am storing it in result. Okay, so this is the simple logic which keeps on multiplying from 1 to up to the number, like from 1 to 4 or 1 to 5, and then just keeps on storing the result in the variable called as result. Okay, so now if you want to see, we have to write print factorial is. Okay, but we can't, if we concatenate here, it will be giving error. So here we will say result. So, but it cannot mix integer and string. So what I will do is result. I will convert the integer value of result to string. So this is again converting. Okay. Okay. So now, so this is done. So I hope the logic for this factorial program will work now. Okay. See, now we are getting syntax error. Okay, so there is no need of declaration here. Sorry. See, here you are getting the output as factorial is 24. Okay, so is output visible to everybody? Okay, so now let us so this program is good, and the whole logic, okay, whole logic for this calculating factorial lies in these 2 lines. Okay, so I hope these 2 lines are also visible. Okay, so let me explain you this. Okay, for anyone who hasn't understood, please focus. Okay, even though if you have understood, just try to listen in so that you can build further logic. Okay, so here this is simple logic, but you will be having to build bigger logics, for loops in for loops in for loops, so that if you understand this one nicely, then you can easily build further logic. Okay, so now let us try, like I said, let us take a test case and start. Okay, so what is happening? So here, let us say I have taken the number as 3. Okay, so when we take the number as 3 will be stored in here, and the value of result will be 1. Okay, so now what will be the value of I? Value of I will start from 1 and it will go till 3. So it will be 1, it will be 2, and it will be 3. Okay, so these are the 3 values for I. So then like I said yesterday, what is this operator called? So I want someone to give me the name of this operator. Okay, you can text me, please. Okay, please give me the name of this operator, which is single equal to. Okay, anyone, please? Okay. Yes, Sony, thank you. Yes, I am happy that everyone is following. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. So this is called as assignment operator. So anyone who haven't attended yesterday's class or my previous class, for them, like what it will do, it will calculate the value from the right side and it will store the value in the variable on the left side. So what it is happening? Okay, so now what is happening? Now we have to calculate the right side value. So what is the value of result? The value of result is 1, right? So we have 1 into what is the value in I? The value in I is also 1. Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, just 1 second, please. Okay, so now please focus now here. So what is the value of result? The first value of result is 1. Okay, then what is the value of I? The value of I is also 1. So what will be the value of, like, let us say I, the value of I will be 1, and let us say what is the value of result? The value of result will be also 1, because what is 1 multiplied by 1? It is 1. So now then it will go, now the value of I will become 2. Okay, so now when the value of I will become 2, now we have to again multiply result with I. So what was earlier value of result? Earlier value of result was 2. And then what is the value of I now? The value of I is 2. Okay, so now we are multiplying 2 with 2. So what will be the new value of result? So instead of 1, the new value of result will be 4. Okay, so now again it comes for third time where I value is 3. So now what is the old value of result? The old value of result is 3. And what is the new value of I? The new value of I is also 3. So when we multiply 3 by 3 with 3, we will get 6. Okay, so that is done. So we will be going from 1 to 3. So these 3 iterations are done. So what is stored in the result? The value 6 is stored in the result. So whenever you enter 3, you will get the factorial as 6. So sure, it is correct. What is the value of 3 factorial? The value of 3 factorial is 6. So we are printing, what are we doing? We are printing the value of as factorial is plus result. Okay, so this is simple factorial. Okay, now a small question to everybody. What is this line? Okay, there is this line. Okay, I hope everyone knows. Anyone I want to listen, or I want to from someone, what is this line for and what is this line doing? Okay, do I need this line, or what is this line for? Sixth line number 6. Okay, anyone? Because we have covered this topic. Okay, so what are we doing? Like, we have written result is equals to str of result. Okay, what is this line doing? Anyone? Yeah, Sony, yes, it is converting it from integer to string. Yes, very good. Int is being converted to string. Okay, so just to repeat for anyone who does not have any idea, so what is what is happening in here? This is called as type conversion. Okay, so what is type conversion? In type conversion, we convert the variable from one type to another type. Okay, what was the type of the variable? Result. Okay, our result was integer type, like I have stored 1 in here, right? So result is an integer type, but then I normally have a problem, like I cannot print a string with an integer in here. Okay, it will say that you cannot mix or you cannot attach a string with an integer. So that's why I don't want that error. I want to mix a string and integer. Okay, so whenever you want to mix a string and integer, you have to convert. Okay, so how do I have to convert? Just write str of. Okay, so if you want to convert into int, write integer int. If you want to convert float, write float. If you convert into string, write str, and whatever the variable you want to convert, write in this bracket. And again, I am updating the value in the same variable called as result, and I am using that result in here. Okay, so I hope type conversion is also clear for everybody. Like someone in on the other time of day, like in the morning, someone was asking like whether they can convert float into string or string into float. Yes, you can convert float into string also. Okay, yeah, plus operator before. Yes, very good question. Like, yes, thank you, Lahari. I want questions like this from you. Okay, so yes, then what is this plus operator for? Okay, so this plus operator is called as concatenator. Okay, just give me the pen. Okay, whenever you have plus in Python, this is called as concatenation. Okay, I will write short form as concat. Okay, so what is concatenation? Concatenation in English means when you join one string with another string. Okay, so when you join one string with another string, we will be doing concatenating. Like, for example, I have a string called CSCE. Then I have another string called computers. These are two different strings. If you want to join, you have to concatenate. Okay, so again, here also I have two strings. The first string is in double quotes, which says that factorial is. Okay, so then the second string is result. Okay, see, result is also string. Now I want to merge these two strings. Okay, whenever you have to merge or attach this string into a symbol string, you have to use this operator, plus operator. What it will does, it does concatenation of two strings. Okay, so I hope concatenation is also clear to everybody. Yes, is it clear? Is concatenation of string clear to everybody? Yeah, I hope it is clear. Any other doubt? before going to the next program? Any other doubt? Yeah, thank you. So I will take this as no doubt. Okay, so let me copy this. So then we have the second program for today's class is Fibonacci series. Okay, so Srikanth is asking for one explanation once again. Okay, yeah. So right now it is not possible. So what you do is try to follow from here on. Okay, so I will try to explain at some other time. Okay. Yeah, so let us go to Fibonacci series. Okay, Srikanth, try to understand this program. This is also same as the previous program. Okay, so please try to focus this program. Okay, once you understand this Fibonacci series, you will understand the factorial one also. Okay, so now okay, before going to Fibonacci series, like I also want to discuss the program for swapping. Okay, this is simple. Okay, let us complete this swapping and then let us go to Fibonacci series. Okay. I think swapping was not discussed in earlier class. Okay, so yes, so what is swapping? Okay, first let us build the logic. Like if you have the value of A as 2 and the value of B as 3. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to swap. Okay, so now I want to replace the value of A with B and replace the value of B with A. Okay, so after swapping, what happens is the new value of A will become 3 and the new value of B will become 2. Okay, so this is what we have to do. So whenever if you are asked to write a program to swap two numbers, you have to take two numbers and you have to swap. Okay, so simple. This is simple. Like you can write A is equals to B and B is equals to A, it will get swapped, but that is not the case in here. Okay, so I will explain you what problem we will encounter. Okay, so what happens is whenever you have an integer variable in computer, you have a space. Okay, so whenever again you have another variable called B, then also you have some space. Okay, so now I am storing 2 in here. Okay, now I am storing 3 in here. Okay, so now okay. Yeah, see, Renuka has written code for this. Yeah, I think your code is correct, but for the sake of everyone else who does not understand the assignment of variable, we will be explaining. Okay, just try to understand. Okay, okay. So everyone else, please follow. Yeah. Now we have two variables A and B. So now what we have to do now, I want to store the value of A in B. Okay, so what I will do, I will take this A and I will store in B. Okay, why am I writing from right side to left side? I hope you all remember, because this assignment operator assigns from right to left. So what am I doing is I am storing this value from right to left. Okay, so whenever I store, this value gets updated and this will become 2 now. Okay, so now the value of B is 2. Okay, so now I am storing the value of now I want to store the value of B in A, right? So now I am writing B is equals to A. Okay, so when you write B is equals to A, what is the value? The new value in B? 2. Okay, now 2 will be stored in here. Okay, so that is not the case. Now I want 3 to be stored. Okay, but that 3 from B is lost. Okay, so whenever you are storing 2 here, the old 3 is lost and new 2 is updated in this location. So the 3 is lost here. So we don't want to lose 3. Okay, so if you don't want to lose 3, what you can do is you can take this 3 before copying A from here. You can take this 3 and keep it somewhere. Okay, so you can do it like this. So if you want to do it like this, you will require, okay, you will require a third variable. Okay, so now let us take a third variable called as C. Okay, so you can take this as C also. Sometimes we call it as temporary variable. Okay, so let us call it as temp for our sake so that it is clear. Okay, yes, thank you, Renuka. So what we will do is let us take another variable which is called as temp. Okay, why are we calling it as temp? Because it is temporary. So now we have the value of A as 2, then we also have the value of 3. Okay, before doing anything, the first step what I will do is I will copy. Okay, what shall we do? This is wrong logic. Okay, now let us write the correct logic. So I will copy the value of B in temporary. Okay, so how to copy the value of B? Write B, take B and copy it into temp. Okay, So now the value of B is copied into temp. Okay, now what do we have in temp? We have 3 in temp. Done. So now what we can do? Now we can copy A into B. Now we can swap nicely. Okay, so now what we are doing? Now we are taking A and A is being copied into B. Okay, done. Now A is copied into B. Now we have this up. This is updated. What is there in B? We have 2 in B. Okay, so now I want 3 in A also. So now where is 3? 3 is in temporary variable temp. So what I will take? I will take temp and I will store that in A. Okay, so how to take temp? Just take temp and take the temp and store that in a variable called as A. Okay, so now what happens? Just take this two will get, whenever this I write this statement, this 2 will be replaced with 3. Okay, so this is how we will be swapping 2 numbers from one place to another place. Okay, so this is the simple program we have to write to swap 2 numbers. Okay, so now let us just quickly execute this program also. Okay, this is copied. Okay, again start the program with a comment saying that the name of the program. What is the name of the program? Program to swap 2 numbers. Okay, okay, so now what we will do, we will have 2 numbers. A is equals to 2, B is equals to 3, and we have a temporary variable. Just to declare that, we will give temporary variable as 0. Okay, so now what we have to do, simple logic to swap. First take B and store it in temp. Okay, then just I am copying these 3 lines. Okay, these 3 lines I am copying. Okay, I hope you all understand. B is equals to A. Okay, so now these are all stored. So now what I will do is I will print A and I will also print B. Okay, so now when I print A and B, I should be able to see the value 3 first. Okay, whenever you print A, you should 3 first. You should see 3 first, because it will be swapped. Then in the place of B, you should be able to see 2 first. Okay, yes. So that, let us run this. See, I am printing A and B. Normally the value of A and B is 2 and 3, but what are we getting? We are getting 3 and 2. Okay, so this is what we have about swapping. Okay, so is swapping clear? Okay, is swapping clear to everybody? And Srikanth, is did you understand this swap program? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I take yeah, thank you. Okay, so this is a program to swap 2 numbers. I want everyone to try and do everything. Like instead of B is equals to A, write A is equals to B. Instead of A is equals to temp, write temp is equals to A, and write and check. You will be getting different type of errors. Try to understand all those errors so that you will understand everything. Okay, so now let me just copy this. Okay, so this program is also copied. So now let us go to our next program, which is Fibonacci series. Okay, here the program number 4 for today is Fibonacci series. Okay, what is a Fibonacci series? Okay, so in Fibonacci series, like Fibonacci series normally starts with a 0, then it goes to these two 0 and 1, like it is normally a series. Okay, so the 0 and 1 are the first 2 numbers of a Fibonacci series. Okay, so these are static. Okay, so then what is a Fibonacci series? Means in Fibonacci series, the next term is sum of previous 2 terms. Okay, so what if you want, this is the first term 0, the second term is 1. If you want to get the third term, you have to add the first and second. What is the first term? 0. What is the second term? 1. When you add 0 and 1, you will get 1. Okay, if you want to get fourth term, you should add second and third. What is 1 plus 1? 2. Okay, if you want to get the next term, you should add 1 and 2, the previous 2 terms. Okay, when you add 2 and 1, you will get 3. Okay, so when you add 2 and 3, you will get 5. Okay, so when you add 5 and 3, you will get 8. Okay, so this is, and so on, we can go and so on. Okay, so this is called as Fibonacci series. Okay, so I hope the simple concept of Fibonacci series is clear. Okay, so now let us start let us build a logic. Okay, so let us build a logic to print this Fibonacci series. Okay, so how to build a logic? You normally have to take a number from the user, like you have to take the limit, like we in yesterday's prime number program, we have taken the limit like 10. Okay, when we took the limit like 10, we were giving all the prime numbers from 1 to 10. Similarly, if you take the number, like if you take 10, you have to print the Fibonacci series up to 10. Okay, so this, okay, so we have 10 more minutes remaining. Okay, so this is the program we have to write. Okay, so now let us directly go to the logic. Simple, it is not that tough, but it is important. Okay, writing program to print a Fibonacci series. Okay, okay, so if you want to print a Fibonacci series, the first two terms are compulsory. So what is the first term? The first term is 0 or A. Okay, we will store the first term as A, and we will store the second term as in B. Okay, so we have A and B. Okay, so then while, or let us say for. Okay, so let us first print only up to 10. So let us say for I in range. Okay, it should start from 1, and if you want first 10 Fibonacci terms, you have to write 11 here. Okay, so I have written 11. Okay, now I want one more variable called as C. Okay, so I have this one more variable called as C. Okay, so C is equals to, what we have to do, I am adding A and B. Okay, when you add A and B, you will get C. Like if you add go back. Like if this is A is 0, B is 1. Okay, when you add A and B, you will get C. Done. This is clear. Okay, so then just let me print this. Okay, just 1 second. Print C. So this will be printed. So whenever you write print C, so you will get this much Fibonacci series. You will get 0, you will get 1 and 1. Okay, this is printed. Okay, so this much is printed. Okay, now I want to go to next term, right? So when you go to next term, the value of A and B will be changing, right? So what will be the value of A? The value of this will become A now. This will become B now. And what will be the C? A plus B will be new C. Okay. So what is happening? The old B is becoming new A. Okay. See here, old B is becoming new A, right? So what we have to do? We have to take B and store that in A. Okay, so again, next step, what is happening? The old C is becoming new B. Okay, so the old C, so now what we will do, we will take C and we will store that in B. Okay, so now we have new A's and new B's. Earlier A and B were 0 and 1. The new A and B are 1 and 1. Okay, so now again we add A and B. So again we will get our new C. What is our new C? 2. Okay, so again we will be going on updating. Okay, so space between. Okay, yes, thank you, Gautam, thank you for reminding. Yeah, so here, okay, so that is corrected. Just focus on here. So now we have to keep on updating A and B from 1 to 11. Okay, so just if you want to update, just I am copying this text. A is equals to B and B is equals to C. I hope everyone has understood what these two lines are about. Okay, so I am calculating C by adding A and B. I am printing C. Then I am having value of B in A and value of C in B. Okay. Okay. Yes. So this is C is being printed. Okay. I hope this is all we have about a Fibonacci series. Okay. So yes. So let us just run this. See, we have first 10 Fibonacci series. Like you can see, it is not, you can start with 0 if you want. I have started with 1. So I have 1, then 1 plus 1 is 2, just leave it as, then 1 plus 2 is 3. Yes, if you add the two previous numbers, you will get the next third number. Like 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 5 is 13, 13 plus 8 is 21, and so on. Yes, so this is how you have to print a Fibonacci series up to n terms. Okay, so it might be he might ask you to print Fibonacci series up to 10 terms or 11 terms, etc. Okay, so I have taken this as 11. static 11, you can take this number from user also. Okay, just I want you to practice this. Don't take this as 11. So instead of 11, just take any number called number and take that number from the user, and whatever, if I enter 3, I want first 3 Fibonacci numbers. Okay, if I enter 6, I want first 6 Fibonacci numbers. Okay, just try to execute that program also. It is simple. Okay, so let me copy this. Anyone, any doubt regarding Fibonacci program? Okay, so seems like Fibonacci is also clear to everybody. Okay, so now I have this multiplication table. Okay, we have 4 minutes remaining, and then we also have greatest of 2 numbers. Okay, so greatest of 3 numbers is little complex, huh? So we will okay, it is clear. Thank you, Shiva. So we will discuss these two in tomorrow's class. So even though this is simple, for the sake of everybody and for the sake of practice, we will also discuss multiplication table. Okay, so what does multiplication table, like we used to learn while we were small, like we have to print the multiplication table of a given number. Okay, if I enter 3, I need the table, 3 table, like 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, so on. So when if you have that kind of output, then it is called as multiplication table. Okay, so just first let us take a number. Okay, so I will take that number in a variable called as number. Okay, I will convert that number into integer, enter a number. I will ask the user, enter a number. Okay, so now I have to go from 1 to 10. So I will use my for loop. So for I in range, so I have to start from 1 and I have to go till 10. So if I have to go till 10, I will be writing 11 in here. Okay, so this is simple. So now what we have to do, we have to print. Okay, so how we have to print? We have to print. First number we have to print is number. Okay, so we will print number. Number is being printed. Then we give us then we concatenate this. Okay, just try to follow this. I will explain this again. If you can understand, it is well and good. If you cannot understand, then also no problem. Okay. So what we will do is I don't want to make it complex, so I will calculate product also. So product is equals to okay, so done. Okay, so now I hope this is done. So we will do little small formatting. How much time? 2 minutes. Okay. Number. So there will be some problem with the formatting in here with the type conversion. Just give me 1 second. So let us just see the error. Okay, so what it says, then we will work. See, it cannot mix one integer type of variable with the string type of variable. Yes, I hope you all remember. So what is this? Okay, so it will okay, what we will do is we will convert the number. Okay. So this is simple converting, nothing rocket science in here. I'm just converting everything into string. If you want to attach one string with another, you have to use plus sign. Okay. Okay, give me just 1 second. What it is saying? Okay, something is still okay. I is still integer. Okay, so let us just print. Okay. See, So after converting everything, okay. So see, this is a problem you have to deal with. Like if you have a string, okay, see it is multiplying, but it is saving it as string. Okay, so I have very less time. Okay, so just give me. We will discuss this tomorrow because I am running out of time. Okay, so just if you can try to execute this by yourself. Okay, this is simple. If I can convert this into integer again, every time I can convert this.